Everybody, and welcome back to another great week of Crack Kills football. It's playoff time. It's go time. Let's take a look at the 5 things to watch for as we head into the opening round of the 2019 Crack Kills playoffs. Quick hit number 1. Being brash. That's right. Would the Cops have it any other way? Future Cop surged down the stretch, but an untimely loss last week left them sitting in the 6th seed and facing a first-round playoff game. Although, the team they faced, Quon, is in the same boat, losing 3 of 4 down the stretch, none more important than last week, dropping their game to Superfly TNT, which took them out of the number 1 pennant-winning spot and dropped them to the 3rd seed and having to play a first-round game. Quon opened a 4-point underdog, but both of these teams are at full strength for one of the first times this season, and this should be a tight one to see who can punch their ticket to the second round. If the Cops win, of course, they face the highest remaining seed. If Quon wins, they face the lowest remaining seed. We'll see what happens in this big game. Cops have already begun running their mouth. Quick hit number 2. Rubber match. The Jeans and Apes meet for the 3rd time this season in the opening round, and, like the final season of Ballers, the stakes have never been higher. The Jeans won in a rout in week 2, but fell in maybe the most heartbreaking game of the season 2 weeks ago, 95-93, thanks to a DeAndre Hopkins to Deshaun Watson touchdown pass that was only a pass by about this much. The Apes got a big night from Mark Ingram on Thursday Night Football with 20 points, but the Jeans countered with Le'Veon Bell's less points. We'll see who can come out on top of this one. The Jeans are a perennial late surger, and we'll hope that they can do it again this year, while the Apes are one of the league's best squads overall and hold the league's best record. They're looking to make a run for the first time in years. This will be perhaps the marquee matchup of the first round. Quick hit number 3. Scoring title. 3 weeks to go, but with Superfly TNT reeling off 3 straight high scores of 146, 120, and 137 respectively in the last 3 weeks, and 4 of the last 6 high scores, they have basically grabbed the scoring title and have almost a 150-point scoring lead over the second place Apes. It would take a complete collapse by the Flies to lose this, but they have their sights set on something bigger. Not just a scoring title, but a Crack Kills treble. They've already got the pennant, they've almost locked in the scoring title, and now they look for a Crack Kills title. They sit idle this week, but got a huge game from Lamar Jackson, although his status going forward may be in question depending on if he rests or not. Flies will be watching that one closely. Quick hit number 4. Late moves, or maybe night moves. The Fugitives benefited from timely wins and a couple of tiebreakers to grab the 2nd seed and chance to rest and sit home on opening playoff weekend. They grabbed wins over both Superfly and Quon this year, one of the only teams to do such a feat, to put them at number 2. The Fugitives are 2nd in the power rankings, 3rd in scoring, and will need their stats to keep up, especially Mike Thomas, who has been virtually uncoverable this entire season. Thomas at one point was really the only receiving threat and still was pulling up 100 yards a game. If he can keep it up, the Fugitives will be a dangerous team in the playoffs. Quick hit number 5. Finally, last and certainly least, the Also-Rans are back in the shit bowl in 2019. No comment faces unfinished business, all business facing shit town. This is a big shit bowl for unfinished business in shit town as both squads hold not 1, but 2 first-round draft picks in 2020 thanks to some big trades this season. Although on the other hand, No Comment and All Business will both be looking to get to the top of that mountain and grab the number 1 overall pick in 2020, which could be used for anybody. We saw it used on Alvin Kamara this year. Maybe it didn't turn out as well as it could have been. Fugitives used the 2nd pick on Mike Thomas. That's turned out pretty great. Everyone in the shit bowl, of course, vying for that number 1 overall pick. We'll see how it works out for these squads. Finally, the player to watch this week is keeper Robert Woods of Future Cop. Woods started only 7 games, half the games this season, one of those while he was not actually active, but has scored double figures in 4 straight games and has at least 20 points in 2 straight games. The Cops have gone back to him in the first round, hoping that Woods can put up those big numbers and carry them to a first round win. We'll see what happens in the Cops big game with Robert Woods. And that's it for crack kills, quick hits for the first round of the playoffs. Good luck to everybody this week, except unfinished business, and really, it's the shit bowl.